it's very easy to focus on what is difficult about belonging to the LGBTQ plus community right now. As a marginalized community, we are being attacked from every angle that you can imagine right now. And in the worst cases, we are being killed. It's important that we acknowledge that dark truth this evening before I tell you why I've chosen queer joy as the theme for QSA2023. Joy is one of the most vulnerable human emotions, and it's one that we usually associate with what Brené Brown calls the places we go when life feels good. However, it can make us feel incredibly uncomfortable. The times that we as a community are living through right now can leave us feeling very afraid. Afraid to lean into who we are, lean into the good and the moments of celebration. And if you're in the room, if you're online and you're feeling that way right now, you are not alone. However, when we allow the good to pass us by, we end up foreboding joy and things can become very quiet. Now, let's be honest, being visibly queer takes effort and it can be exhausting, especially if you are trans. It can lower our tolerance for being vulnerable, and it can leave us asking questions like, if I show you who I really am, are you going to accept me? It can leave us feeling terrified of being hurt, and as a community, we've kind of become experts in dealing with trauma and tragedy. Doesn't really scream joy, does it? But if we push joy away, we really do miss the opportunity to build resilience, strength, and perhaps most importantly, to courageously live our lives the way that we want to live them. So, experiences of joy can be difficult for us to articulate. So I've read around the work of a researcher named Matthew Swan Johnson to help us with that this evening. Now, he talks about joy, and it's often described as an experience of losing ourselves in a moment. But what he also talks about is the fact that he'd like to encourage us to look for the moments when we truly become ourselves. The moments when the colours get brighter, hence the colours everywhere this evening for you. When and the way our bodies move freer and easier, and I'm hoping to see some of that on the dance floor later. When we smile without realizing it, and when we find ourselves weeping and feeling overwhelmed. Tears are welcome on this stage this evening, by the way. This is going to be overwhelming for some of you, I expect. Lean into that. And then wipe your eyes before Josh takes the photograph. If you need reminding of that at any point in this evening, then please use the flowers that you'll see all around the venue as a prompt to remind yourself of all the wonderful reasons that we've got to be joyful, despite the challenges that the world throws at us every single day. These flowers have been chosen because they're well known for bringing joy into our lives, but they're also there in times of sadness and loss too. They've become important symbols of queerness, and if you have a look on the event guide, you've got the QR codes on the tables. There's descriptors on the website that tell you more about why I've chosen these particular flowers. I'd also like to use this opportunity as well to thank Next for supplying some of the gorgeous lavender plants that are adorning the stage and on the pink carpet this evening. It's really great to see a brand that was receptive to requests to support the LGBTQ plus community. I'd like to encourage you to use this evening, as I said, to lean into the good stuff, to create some good memories in a safe space with the people around you, and make some new friends and share the experiences of people who've got the same experiences and identities as you. So tonight is about basking in queer joy.